Hey PPRP, in many books, we see the multiplication dot is given in the bottom line. Again, in some books, it's given in the middle, which is correct. So, we are saying that if somebody writes 3.14 like this, and the answer is 42, that's actually correct. Because they are treating this little dot right here as the multiplication symbol. And of course, if you write this down in my class, that doesn't make sense. So, what's going on? Don't we write 3 multiply 14 like so, and the answer is 42 like this? That's the question. And to answer that, I will tell you it depends. But depends on what? It depends on the convention, meaning when the notation is used for, and I also think that it depends on the country of the usage of the dot. So I wanted to just share with you what I know, alright? So firstly, like for example in the US, of course, when we write 3.14 like this, this means the decimal point. I will just say in US and many other countries that I know. Okay, so the decimal point's purpose is that it separates the whole number part and then the fractional part, right? So 3 is the whole number, and then 0.14, like that's the fractional part and all that stuff. But you see that this is going to cause confusion because here that means the decimal point, you cannot answer that's 42. So one thing that they will do in this situation is that when they use this as a multiplication, they will use, I'll just say 3 with a comma here like this, 14. I'll just say in some other countries. This little comma is the decimal comma. I think that's the name for it. I think in the UK they use comma for the separation of the whole number part and also the fractional part, for example. Okay, so that's that. And when I first saw this, it's like I was pretty surprised, but people have different conventions. For example, in the US, if you want to drive, you drive on the right hand side like this. The car goes like this in the US. But if you go to like a European country or Japan, you drive on the left. So I'll just say put on some. Yeah, it depends on the convention. So if you're in the US, you drive on the right. If you are in some specific countries, you drive on the left. Just like this, if you're in the US, that doesn't make sense. You have to write this down because the point means the decimal point in the US. And yeah, in some other countries, if you know the convention is they put the dot on the bottom right here as multiplication, then go ahead and do that. That's all I can say by convention.